Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. And the messenger is here. I am Kathy, and thank you for joining us here this Tuesday, the 30th of April, the last day of April. I hope that you're all doing okay and that your weekend was all right, bearable, looking at the energies and the stars, but also through people I talk to. It's been treacherous. It's been very, very hard for many people out there. It is understandable with the transiting planets and their positions. Dear friends, we have been talking about April being a very difficult month, okay? It is the Taurus season. Happy birthday if you are celebrating, my beautiful Taurus people, as you now have got Venus with you, and Venus is at home. So this should bring peace, tranquility, beauty, but also finances and people showing their affection towards you. And this goes for everyone and in the area of Taurus in their own personal chart. Okay, but we've been talking about this conjunction of Neptune and Mars, which rules Aries, and there's still a lot going on in Aries. We've still got Mercury there, passing over his retrograde degrees. We've got Chiron there, we've got the North Node there, and Mars is about to step into his home as well. So the lovers are coming home. Mars is going to enter Aries in the next few hours. But Mars has passed over Neptune at the anaretic last degree of Pisces. We'd never like Mars and Neptune. They don't connect well together, okay, because they're totally different energies, right? Neptune in his home sign of Pisces. Mars doesn't like Pisces. He drowns in Pisces. He's very confused. Okay, and of course there's been a lot going on relative to viruses and colds and certain health issues. The health issues may not only be physical, they may also be psychological for many. There's a lot of psychosis going around because of all the challenges going on in the world, my friends. So Mars has passed over Neptune now and is leaving Pisces in the next few hours, entering Aries, his home sign, but still his, at the last degree, as Mars, of course, loses his power in Pisces. But there's a sense of urgency and drama when we've got important planets at the last degrees. So it's been hard. It's been very frustrating. It's been very confusing. Are we ending something? Are we detaching? Are we releasing things to do with the past wounds, hurts, miscommunication, not feeling loved, not feeling valued, right? Mars is going to enter Aries, and this is like the Aries season really starting now, as we had Mercury retrograde. So even though, yes, we've started a new astrological year, the Aries season says that there's been hold-ups for whatever reason. Things had to be taken care of. All right, now as the moon is coming up to Pluto, let's see, and I'll be talking about the stars a bit more, but what is the Karma Dharma today, the 30th of April, or maybe when you get to view this message? And we've got temperance. Temperance and patience and calmness and being cool and collected and knowing that it's all happening in divine timing. Spirit is saying that there's an alchemy going on, that we need to heal certain situations as we move forward, possibly also detach from that South Node in Libra, relationships, partnerships in business, any relationships, friendships, your neighbors, your siblings, All relationships are going through a sifting process. We're sifting through, and what remains is what needs to be with us. What does not remain, the rubbish, is going to get thrown out. Remember that Venus now in Taurus, she's in a very strong position in her home sign. She's more practical. She's more reality based. She's not that warrior spirit, that fighting spirit, and needing to be careful and tiptoe so she doesn't cause any trouble. She was transiting through Aries, which is a Mars ruled sign. Now she's come home and she's looking for peace. She's looking for practical solutions. She's looking for security in relationships, financially. She's looking for the ability to feel nourished, cared for, loved, and safe in Taurus. Anyway, we do have, and love can be a little bit tough at this time, Pluto from Aquarius, fixed Aquarius, Pluto squaring over to fixed Taurus and Venus. Pluto and Venus in a square. A square is a difficult aspect, my dear friends, and Pluto can be control. Pluto can be an ending. It could be a deep desire to detach, to break free, because Pluto is in Aquarius, or to detach, even detach and look at things from a different perspective, from a high perspective, which is Aquarius. Many of us could be looking for solutions and resolutions to money, to relationships, even to matters of legalities and things that pertain to fairness and justice, our securities, our money in the bank, what's going on. A moon in Capricorn is never easy. It's the moon transiting through a Saturnian sign, never easy. We will be looking for now to release, to detach, to break free, as the moon is going to step into Aquarius now. And of course, Aquarius does square Taurus, so the moon will be squaring the next couple of days, will be squaring over to Taurus. We're trying to get to the truth regarding our emotions, how we feel, the truth regarding our relationships, and if we're valued, if we're going to hold on to certain people in our lives. Where can we invest our money? How can we feel safe and secure with the way things are going on in the world? It's not an easy time. It's not an easy time for anyone. I don't think that there's one family that does not have their own issues. And people are trying to grasp, they're grabbing at straws, trying to find a way to survive, to deal with the emotional challenges. But I think this will change. May is a wonderful month. Tomorrow is the 1st of May. It is Labor Day in many countries. We usually have it's a day of strike, where people stood up for their rights, and therefore have won a day off, a Labor Day that is paid, obviously. But it's not a public holiday for us tomorrow, and I know that there are other countries that celebrate Labor Day as of the 1st of May, but that will be as a long weekend, so it will be celebrated next week. And the Orthodox Easter is this weekend too, my friends. So I want to wish those of you that are celebrating Easter, happy Easter. So it's a long weekend for Christianity. So, okay, as we know, Christ was resurrected. Hopefully, with Easter ahead of us, there will be a resurrection of and in our lives and in any situation that we're needing help with. Okay, we do have Archangel Michael here who is supporting us, who is saying that we will be going through healing, we will find our justice, our balance, our footing in whatever is going on for each of us. So let's see, let's take the messages from Spirit. That's enough blabbering on. We do have difficult aspects still, but May is a wonderful month. So looking forward to that. We do have blessings. It's the luckiest month of the year. So let's see what the near future will bring. Thank you, dear Spirit, for your guidance. And let's see what's going on. And before we lay down the cards, just letting you all know that on Patreon, the love readings for May are all up already. Wow. I need to give myself a pat on the back. I don't know how I managed that. But look, you should be looking forward to the elemental free readings on YouTube for Love for May in the next couple of days. Thank you for your love and your support. A special thank you to our patrons. And the month ahead astrology will be done also probably today for the month of May. So this is for the patrons, of course. And if you're not on Patreon, do consider joining us. We'd love to have you. What's going on energetically, dear Spirit? And we'll be taking a message from the Mythic Oracle. We'll be looking at Amira's Love Oracle as well today for love. See what's going on there. The Energy Oracle, Lenormand will be taking, and the Mystic Moon Oracles. What's going on energetically? Ten of Pentacles. The Emperor. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. And the Nine of Swords. What a way to go. We've got a couple of nines, I don't know, around that new moon in Taurus on the 8th of May. Could be the 9th of May. There could be some worry. The new moon in Taurus is going to be a little bit challenging, as it will be. The eclipses are going to be aggravated eclipses that we've already had, and that's why it's a bit challenging. We will be talking about that moving forward, and of course an analysis for Patreon as we look at the very smaller details there. But nines are like numbers, coming to an end of a situation, a cycle coming to an end. So major arcana card here is the Emperor, and he's like in a crowning position. The Emperor speaks to control, but he also speaks to security. Sometimes with the Emperor, even though it's Aries energy, I do see him very, very similar to Capricorn energy, even Aquarius, Taurus. Let's not get stuck on the signs. We know that the Emperor provides security, but also he likes to hold on to the reins. He likes to be the one that's in power and that will speak the last word. We've got a Knight of Cups, which is logically Scorpio energy, could be Sagittarius. We've got Knight of Pentacles, a Virgo more so. And it's interesting that we've got Ten of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles also holds that Ten of Pentacles. We see the Pentacles, it's like he's leaving them behind. He's scattering those pentacles. So a lot to do with money, a lot to do with values, self-worth. Eight of Swords, the general energy, which is like a self-contained prison because of the way we perceive things. A little bit of imprisonment, getting stuck in a situation or thinking that we're stuck. And I do see a lot of circles here, which to me always speaks to cycles that we've been through before. I don't know, in a past lifetime or in this lifetime recently. Remember, Mercury's retrograde through Aries this time was very, very challenging indeed. Everything went haywire and loony. I mean, even we are coming through as a little bit crazy recently. It's just been so hard emotionally, physically, financially. Tell me, I'd love to hear your comments. Tell me, because I know some people have already had the indication of blessings, but those blessings seem to have a very high price tag on them. Whether it's costing you financially, emotionally, psychologically. You know, it's as though we're waiting for that rainbow and that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and the rainbow doesn't seem to be coming out. It doesn't seem to be showing up for us at this time. We've been held back because we had other issues to take care of. Now, the Emperor could be a boss, could be a person in your life, could be a situation, right? He holds the power. He controls. He is someone more mature because he's gone through those lessons. He's got the experience. He could be a family man. He could be a businessman. He could be someone that's financially in a very good position. Yes, the Knight of Cups and the Emperor could be the same person. For others of you, they could be two different people. So the Emperor is usually the father, someone who has more responsibilities, someone who is more inclined to focus on the securities and not so open emotionally. We see the Knight of Cups. This is someone that's more romantic, someone that's more younger, of course. Big age difference usually between the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. So these could be two different people that some of you may be dealing with. It could be, as I said, this could be a work situation and this could be a romantic situation. So two different messages here, obviously. We do have the Queen of Cups here as well, which is usually Cancer. It could be any sign, right? Queen of Cups, very emotional, very open, very sacrificing, very intuitive, but also remember that Queen of Cups, she's very motherly and she's very sacrificing always. She always gives from the heart. She's got plenty to give. She's also someone who is very spiritual, someone who's very connected, someone that meditates, someone that feels into the energies. But she's on the Knight of Cups. So this could be, of course, if this is a love situation, we are talking about a past partner, possibly, and a possible new person. Someone that could be a little bit less mature than the feminine archetype, than the divine feminine, or even age-wise, there could be a difference. What we see is we go from the 10 back to the 9. Now, the 10 is like a restart. It is a closing up of a cycle, obviously. It does speak to an ending of a cycle. It is the family card, but it's also the card of physical abundance, materialistic abundance. So it also speaks to the money from the family, money that comes through business, support from family as well. It could be this Emperor's responsibilities to a family. It doesn't have to be the family that they've built. It could be the family that they've come from. So their parents, siblings, so on and so forth. I don't know. I mean, we go from the 10 to the 9 and another 9. So it's like revisiting the past. And we've got the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords here. So a lot of worry, a lot of returning back to the past. It's like looking at values. What's most important? Here we've got the materialistic and here we've got the emotional. Look at that. And they connect together with the 9 of Swords, which is the card of the most worry. the most stress, the most anxiety, sleepless nights, insomnia, don't know what to do. So it's as though, and if this is the same person, this emperor who holds a lot of responsibilities, who is someone that's very hardworking, that others depend on for their pay, for their support, for his support. It's like this emperor is split between two, their heart, what they love, what they feel emotionally, and what is practical, real, and anything materialistic. So there's a lot of, and I feel like it's more so about a decision. Some of you could be, yes, if you are the divine feminine, you're the Queen of Cups. On your mind, you've got the Emperor and this Knight of Cups. Okay? So I don't know, the Queen of Cups, if this is not an emotional situation, it's too divine masculine that this Queen of Cups has got on her mind. This could be a father and a partner. For some of you, the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups could be siblings, and this is a father. So there's a lot of worry about, I don't know, even something to do with inheritance. Because the Ten of Pentacles could be, if this Emperor is someone that has passed on into the spirit world, there's some worries relative to legalities, inheritance, money, the family money that's been passed on, that's been left behind, and that needs to be equally dispersed, let's say. There's something like that. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy is more about being grounded, practical matters. Virgo is the house of service, the sign of service. Virgo can be discerning, discriminating, but also finger pointing, very good with the details, perfectionism. All these themes come up with the Knight of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords, we know Virgo is also very much the left side of the brain. Remember, Mercury rules Virgo, and Mercury now is coming up to Chiron. We're looking for a resolution, whether it's to do with siblings, communication, anything to do with contracts, business, commercial, the way we perceive things. We're looking for a resolution, a way out, because Chiron is the wounded healer. The symbol is like a key. And the key, I would say, could be ahead of us. So the resolution could be ahead of us. Remember, this is our perception, because there's so much darkness. Usually in the tarot, yes, in the traditional, it shows she's in bed. It's nighttime. Usually in the nighttime, sometimes when we, try to go to bed, our mind starts to overwork, and then we get overworked and worry about things and the way we perceive them. Words spoken, words unspoken, the way someone would communicate. Remember, Mercury in Aries. Aries is the foot on the pedal. Mercury is travel, it's movement. Do I put my foot on the pedal and go forward? What do I do? Do I take a risk? Do I communicate before I take action? Remember, Aries is foot on the pedal and then I think. But there's a possible resolution now here ahead of us as we are resolving something. Sometimes I would say it's a time of using logic more so than heart, because Mercury is the communicator. He does rule the left side of the brain, the logic. Some things may not add up, and therefore there is no logic. I would say take the logical route. The key could be an unlocking of a situation as we're moving forward, resolving matters of the past month, because Mercury's been retrograding in the house of Mars. And Mars is, this is what I desire, this is what I'm passionate about, And this is the new cycle. This is the fool's journey that is opening. What I see here with the Knight, because Virgo energy, Virgo and the Knight of Pentacles, he's already done his study. He knows his goal. He knows what he wants to manifest. And we see in the Light Seer's Tarot that he's off his horse. He's exhausted his horse, which means he's done a lot of kilometers. And the kilometers can mean the effort. Like, I've done so much, I've put in so much effort. I know the destination. Even if I've had hardships and I haven't been able to get there because I'm at a physical distance, because the communication hasn't been correct, because there's been a lot of confusion and illusion and deception, he's walking on earth. He's grounded. Energetically, he knows he's being pulled to a certain outcome. What he releases are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pentacles, which says, this is like, I'm going it alone. I'm going to get to my outcome, to my goal, whether there is support, whether I've got the finances. This is what I truly desire. This is what I'm truly willing to put in the work to do. I'm going to work extra hard because I can see clearly Virgo is the logic, and Virgo will sacrifice, but up to a certain point. There may have been so much sacrifice here for others. This time it's like using our higher self. Even though there's a lot of worry, we need to trust that. We're coming to the end of the worry because we're finding that resolution relative to Mercury that's connecting with Chiron in the next few days. And soon Mercury will come up to I would say roughly, around about the 20th of May, I think Mercury will enter Taurus as well and connect with the Sun and Venus. I mean, we're coming up to a Venus-Sun conjunction in the Gemini season, which is not far off. So right now, my dear friends, Venus is behind the Sun, which means, and she's coming up to the Sun because she's going to meet up with the Sun. So this is the feminine Venus and the Sun, the king, the masculine, right? Remember, Venus in Taurus. Taurus is a feminine, earth-fixed sign. So Venus is behind the Sun right now. It's like she's in hiding. She's not physically visible. So it's like we're looking for love. We're looking for the money. We're looking for the security. We're looking for this, feeling valued, the value coming and the acknowledgement coming from others relative to our effort, to what we've sacrificed for others. It's like putting others through hoops, saying, are they going to sacrifice for me? I've already done that. Remember that the Pisces season is the release and the sacrifice. We're coming out of that Pisces season. And who's got the ability to hold that position, to be the emperor? Because to be the emperor, he holds that responsibility. He's not the emperor just for no reason. He was capable and he was able to get up on that throne. And he's worked very hard in his position. Maybe now it's more about what makes me happy. What it is that I love. If there's no support, I'm going it alone. This is the Aries energy, which is like, it's like jump starting now, the Aries. I've got the courage, right? Mars is entering Aries and will be triggering the eclipses of, the axis Aries and Libra. So relationships will be very potent at this time. What is the Eight of Swords sitting on? The The Eight of Cups, even the Eight, the infinity symbol, revisiting. Yeah, Eight of Cups, emotionally checking out. This is getting out, not perceiving that you are in a prison. This is someone that did not find their happiness. She's going towards the sun. The sun is an energy of healing. It's an energy of confidence, leadership. And the Emperor is leadership. Remember, the Emperor is within all of us. Now, the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is, I'm not 100% sure. There's immaturity in the Knight of Cups. He's not the king. So, what's offered, if these are two different people that you're dealing with, some of you could be leaving an Emperor. The Emperor sometimes could be just too controlling. The Emperor is all about business. He's all about responsibility. The Queen of Cups is more open-hearted. We see that on her mind mostly is a Knight of Cups here. But there's a lot of worry on how to manage things, how to do things, possibly leaving a situation, but being very dutiful and in preparation mode. Remember, the Knight of Pentacles is before the Queen, and the Queen is, yes, I've got lots of responsibilities behind me, and I've got others that depend on me. So it's like there's more of a planning and strategic, I would say, look into the future here. But also a lot of fear where emotions and things that are unknown are concerned relative to the emotions, or, how can I say it? The reaction, the action or the reaction moving forward relative to the Emperor and to this Knight of Cups. Because the Knight of Cups this is like someone that's making an offer here. But is this offer enough? For some of you, maybe there hasn't been communication from this Knight of Cups. Maybe there's been telepathy. The Knight of Cups maybe could be at a physical distance as well. We see the horse. We see a letter here, but the letter is on the floor. There's something to do with communication. I don't know if it's just telepathy or there's the necessity for this Knight of Cups to mature, to take responsibility, follow their intuition, of course. There is a lot of worry, possibly because of differences in social standing, but also it may be even beliefs. I do see the Knight of Cups, a lot of red, which brings up the Sagittarian energy for me as well. So Sagittarius could be physical distance, of course, but someone that comes from different beliefs. Eight of Cups is here. She's going towards the sun. There is the Ten of Cups. So we've got a couple of tens here. There's the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Because the cards go in this way, could it be that this Knight of Cups is taking practical steps towards love, towards this Queen of Cups? Could be. Now, the Queen of Pentacles also emotionally closing up a major cycle. She may have been in a marriage with this Emperor. Could be. Three of Pentacles. Remember, Queen of Pentacles, money is very important for her. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Virgo, Capricorn, I would say more so. But remember, the Ten of Cups turns into the Ace of Cups, which is self-love, but also a possibility for a new beginning. We've got the Ten of Cups, which ends, and then the Eight of Cups. She's wanting to do things for her own heart, but her perception is sort of holding her back. Now, of course, the Queen of Pentacles could be the Queen of Cups. Okay, so where practical matters are concerned, I don't know if she's within a group or this is a love triangle, this is a work situation. There's something to do with possible bliss and happiness, but there's also a restart here. And I don't know if this restart involves emotional travel or leaving a situation relative to the past. Let's take more cards because this is getting a little bit technical and I don't want to confuse us. Let's take the energy oracle. What does Spirit want us to know energetically, dear Spirit? What's going on? Too much analysis could be paralysis, right? Let's not get too stuck. I think it's the Virgo. It's the Virgo within me. Sometimes details are good, but sometimes, other times, the bigger picture is what is necessary and much more simple. Calling on the messenger to give us the message for the day. We've got 5th chakra and Archangel Gabriel. Let's read that because it's in the reverse and we need the reverse message. Number 39. 39 equals a 14, which is also temperance. Someone's losing their patience, obviously, here. This card reversed often indicates significant blocks in the throat center. Something in your history may have caused you to shut down, but it's important now to break through that unhealthy pattern, or you may currently be in a situation where the free sharing of your ideas, opinions, or feelings is being thwarted. It is the Taurus season, my dear friends, and the 5th chakra is the throat chakra, which is ruled by Taurus. So someone has blocks, not able to communicate. Let's hope that when Mercury enters Taurus, things, or even Mercury passing over Chiron, the key will be found to that blocked throat chakra. There are things that we're holding back on. These are thoughts, these are perceptions about emotions, financial security. It will be different for each of us. Okay? And even matters of love. Something in your history may have caused you to shut down, but it's important now to break through that unhealthy pattern. Or you may currently be in a situation where the free sharing of your ideas, opinions, or feelings is being thwarted. In addition to the fear of self-expression, this card reversed could indicate physical throat problems, as all the chakra cards reversed may signal difficulties in that area of the body. The physical trouble may be connected to the blocked energy in that chakra, so it's all the more important to work on clearing the energy in the center involved. To clear the throat chakra, call upon Gabriel and meditate on his power blasting through any blocks. See your throat center spinning in a beautiful blue light. Muster up the courage to speak your truth to yourself and to those around you. It's time to let go of any old fear of confrontation and stand up for yourself from now on. What an inspiring message that was. Now, when you're meditating, the affirmation is, my throat chakra is open to its perfect healthy state, spinning with a beautiful energy of freedom and self-empowerment. I am free to express myself in every way. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, for that message. So very appreciated. This is more about imagination. This is like fearing that the door is closed with love or any creative offer before the offer has even been given out. This is like someone saying, no, my offer will be shut down. No, I will not be accepted. No, they don't love me. This is negative self-talk because the communication has been blocked, thwarted. Someone's been stuck in their head, the Virgo energy, right? Too many details, like I was saying before. All right. Thank you, Spirit. We've got gossip. This could be with friends, with siblings, with other people, learning things off the grapevine. Talks behind our backs, things that are not known are being talked that by us are happening behind our backs. We've got an open relationship, so there's a lot of gossip about a relationship. Two people that are together and not together. This could be a long distance relationship. The open relationship, because the long distance can tell me also that two people are either in a long distance relationship or they've become very distant emotionally because of the inability to communicate clearly. This could be gossip about someone's open relationship, that someone's in another marriage, but in actual fact, in this relationship, there are third parties. We've got a courting man. Dark hair, light blue eyes. Doesn't have to be. This person wears a business suit. This person prefers to dress casually. We see his tie that's untied. Remember, the tie sort of blocks the neck, the throat chakra. This is someone that has had trouble in expressing themselves. This is the Knight of Cups, I would say. And there's the mature man, the Emperor. Unless these are the same person in different roles, there is the mature man. I don't know if this is the same person that's gone grey. You've known them forever, possibly. Unless you're dealing with a younger and an older divine masculine. I do get very strong earth and water in these, the courting man and the mature man. We've got passion. We see that both these divine masculine, they've got their backs to each other, so they could be in competition for the heart of this Queen of Cups. Passion is forward, ahead of us, as Mars is going to enter Aries. Let's see. We see a heart healing relative to a past love. The heart is taking off. It's like the snake that sheds its skin. There has been heartbreak in the past, but the heart is on the way to healing. It could be relative to a past love, yes. And we've got a mature woman. A mature woman, a mature man, and a younger courting man. The mature woman could be more on the darker side, her natural color, unless she dyes her hair dark. More so towards light-colored eyes, doesn't have to be. She's been heartbroken, that's for sure. I don't know, something to do with long distance and travel, and a younger fair male. It could be an age difference here that we see. So could this courting man, we see someone that's a bit light, more lighter. This fair male could be a son for some of you. Something to do with long distance and travel, unless this is a big age difference between this mature woman and this fair male. Seems quite, I don't take no shit from no one. He seems to have like an attitude with that leather jacket. Could be that this mature man is thinking, if this emperor is the mature man, it could be that they're ready now. They're sort of, if you're in this relationship with this emperor and there's no relationship, then this emperor is ready to step out and court, possibly. So many messages. Remember, this is a general reading, so let's take the messages with a grain of salt. What is this? I want to see with the Lenormand. Okay, what is this worry about? We have the boy next door. Earth and water sign, divine masculine, a closed book, could be Pisces, could be someone that's emotionally not open, blocked throat chakra, someone that's quite romantic, would be the Knight of Cups. There's the offer and the child. Now, of course, this could be someone that has got a child, but the child speaks to happiness. So The not knowing is the book that's closed. It's like leaving the Pisces season. Things that are unknown, going on behind closed doors. Pisces, which is the imagination or the illusion or the dream or something that you've imagined or that you've hoped for. But Pisces is also, remember, it's got a lot to do with karma. It's the 12th house. So major endings, release and sacrifice. So there's a lot of worry relative to this offer, relative to this new beginning. The worry could be from the divine feminine because this divine masculine has had a blocked throat chakra. Not very good with words, if I could use that term. We do have love. We do have an agreement. We do have a coming together. After a lot of worry, gossip, and third parties, choices that needed to be made, and someone wanting to do things in the right way. The lily is a very strong sexual connection, but it's also a lot to do with ethics, morality. Right, let's see what's going on emotionally. We do have the heart, matters of heart. The heart, of course, is Sun in Leo. True love, it speaks to spring energy. We are in spring. The heart means love, romance, charity, reconciliation, forgiveness. A soft sort of an energy. Where will we be moving forward? What's going on in the psyche, please, Spirit? This is no doubt a lot of sexual tendency moving forward, the need for closeness, the need for love, the need for physical interaction. We've got cycles, Saturnian cycles, but this cycle comes to an end. There's some sort of a surprise. Dark night of the soul. Free will. I do get here that someone's going through the darkness because they're needing to free themselves, cut that umbilical cord, overcome those fears. We've got Pluto, Saturn here. A fear of an ending, a fear of being broken down, a fear of that door not opening, a fear of escape, finding that escape route, a fear of speaking from the psyche, from the soul. We've got solitude. Spring. Someone is coming out because the solitude is like the hermit. Someone has been the hermit. They haven't been able to communicate because they've been in their cave. They've been seeking the wisdom from their higher self, from others. There's a release of the darkness, a release of solitude. There's an opening here, a release of the fear. This is Scorpio. Remember that Venus right now is squaring over to Pluto. Venus from Taurus, practical matters, self-worth, value, squaring over to Pluto in Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign. It speaks, it communicates, it finds an intelligent way to resolve. It gives us the higher vision on how to release this darkness, these blockages, these fears, a fear of finding a door closed, a fear of not succeeding. All these things come through. There's the Tower and there's the Uranian energy, Uranus in Taurus with Jupiter, a sudden surprise. Wow, a lot being revealed here. We've got the third party. Third party doesn't have to be a secret love affair, could be involving others. But Uranus is going to reveal things that were hidden and lots of truths. This is Neptune. It's also the uncovering of and bringing the truth of what was hidden. And that's Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus. Venus is going to come up and connect with the Sun, then with Uranus, then with Jupiter. We've got such magical energies in that second part of May. So looking forward to that. Someone's looking for and making a decision relative to leaving a third party, refocusing, opportunities opening. The opportunities do come from the divine because of an awakening, because of some catastrophe, some hardship as well, that those blinders needed to come off, like it or not. Like it or not, and feeling as though we're going through a destruction. This is not an easy card. And that's because of the fixed energies of Taurus and Pluto in Aquarius. All right. I want to take 3 Sibyllars on this passion card, just to give you a little bit more. And you know that the offer here doesn't have to be only a romantic offer. This is also a creative offer. The Queen of Cups, she's very creative. She can create magic. They can both create magic as a team and bring financial success. The Nine of Pentacles is there. That's financial independence. Yeah. There's something connected to the past relative to money matters, something connected to the family, to the support of family, to a family business, to, for some of you, an inheritance, money that's owed to you. Could come from any source. What is this passion about? We've got the Donna Maritata. She's like the Empress, the mother. We've got the merchant, the mercante. We see the Empress with a merchant. They've got their backs turned to each other. There's the merchant is a business owner, someone that's thinking very much about either business, money, or contracts. Even possibly the way the situation and why they've got their backs turned to this Donna Maritata, the mother. But we've also got Donna de Servizio, which is also helpful energies, like positive energies. This is the best friend. This is the servant. Virgo energy. It's all about doing things by the book. We've got all earth here. All earth, which speaks to being grounded, things happening that are in reality and not just imagined, and doing things a step at a time. Taking baby steps towards, and there's help, because it's the Three of Pentacles. This is collaboration, right? We've got a 12 and a 13 Pentacles. I know they don't exist in the tarot, but it's 12 and 13 of Earth, let's say. Some people would say it's air. It's more about the perception or the communication, ideas. We know the Empress is abundance, but she needs to be patient. She is very nurturing. She's like the Queen of Cups here. The merchant has got a lot to think about. They've got a lot of worries that are on their mind as well, but there's divine source help, or it could be a person that's there of service to this connection, whatever this connection is about. For others of you, this is a wife, a mother and children, that they have this merchant. They've turned their back on this wife and children for whatever reason. They're looking towards a connection, possibly. Someone that they feel is their right hand, let's say. There's news coming in. News coming in. Remember, I did speak about this letter here, but it's the Two of Pentacles, things being up in the air. There's a decision to be made. Someone's thinking whether to message, to send that message, to write that email, to call. But the Messengini could also be, it's like documents. It could speak to a contract. It could speak to legal papers. And we've got the Ace of Cups here. So a meeting, a pleasant conversation around a lucky table. So I will leave it at that, my dear friends. Don't forget to do your meditation, to clear that throat chakra. For those of you that feel that your throat chakra is blocked and you're not able to communicate clearly as to what are your needs, what are your fears. Let's see what the mythic oracle and what the messenger brings us today. The gods. Remember that Temperance is a 14. She comes after the Death card. Wow. Persephone and rebirth. Thank you, Spirit. Number 33. It is a master number. 33 could be an age. It's like a threes, 2 threes. Threes are all about expansion. Persephone, the goddess of the underworld, the wife of Pluto. After a death. Remember that Venus being behind the sun, she is in the underworld. And the personification of Venus in the underworld is Persephone. So we've all got Venus and Persephone within us. We've gone into the underworld because we need to go through a death process before the rebirth. We're going through a release. The potential is spring here. Number 33. 22 is like the path that opens. 33 would be more the expansion and the growth. 32 is Persephone and awakening, and then is 33 Persephone and rebirth. The myth says Persephone is the daughter of Demeter and Zeus. As a maiden, while picking flowers, Hades rode his chariot out from the underworld and kidnapped her, taking her to be his bride. Of course, Hades is Pluto in astrology, my friends. Taking her to be his bride as the queen of the underworld. Demeter spent years, Demeter is Mother Gaia, is Gaia herself, right? Spent years searching for her daughter, allowing all vegetation to die in her grief. Eventually, Zeus sent Hermes, which is Mercury, below to take Persephone back to her mother. But before she could leave, Hades tricked her into eating the seeds of the pomegranate. The pomegranate is the food of the gods, my dear friends, which forced her to spend a portion of the year with him in the underworld. Thus we have winter. Whenever Persephone returns to the underworld, the earth becomes cold and barren. And I do believe that we've gone through the underworld. For some of us, it may last a little bit longer than others. As in actual fact, spring is here, but we really haven't seen spring on a physical level. Even though the flowers are blooming in our own personal lives, we have not seen the blooming yet. So spring is late in coming. So it's like we're still coming out of winter. Whenever Persephone returns to the underworld, the earth becomes cold and barren. Persephone became the mistress of 2 worlds and holds the wisdom of both worlds within her. And that could be, this could be Persephone here. We've got Hades and we've got the 2 worlds, like where she would prefer to be, but she is the queen of the underworld, we could say here as well. So there is potential as she is in between 2 worlds. Now, I don't know, those of you that know about mythology may like to comment, and I know Anna, my friend, is very, very good with mythology. If she knows, I'd love for you to help us with that, Anna. If you know if Persephone ever found, because there must be someone in her future, or when she's up in the, when she's in the upper world, let's say, or maybe she wasn't allowed because she was the queen of the underworld. I don't know. Possibly that's it, but whoever knows, I'd love to hear your comments. Persephone became the mistress of 2 worlds and holds the wisdom of both worlds within her. She journeyed through the underworld and returned to the surface. In a sense, She died and was reborn every year, like the vegetation that dies and is reborn as the seasons pass. So the message here, my friends, is this is a period of rebirth. You may have just been through a journey that challenged and awakened you both physically and spiritually. You are surfacing now from the underworld, changed, and you must reintegrate within yourself and your life all that you have learned. Now, because it's Easter, right? Moving forward, it is about a rebirth and a resurrection as the Lord Jesus Christ is going to resurrect. So I'm getting the goosebumps as I'm saying that. This is right on point. It is extremely difficult to become the master of two worlds. It's like, my friends, it's like juggling two watermelons under one armpit. Is it possible to carry two watermelons under one armpit? No, it's impossible. So how can we be in two worlds at the same time? This is probably what needs to change. So you are surfacing now from the underworld, changed, and you must reintegrate, which is Pluto, within yourself and your life, all that you have learned. It is extremely difficult to become the master of two worlds. When we experience a life-changing transformation, we return to the world changed, yet the world has remained the same. Old meanings hold no value, and a sense of displacement occurs. Although this can be a very frustrating period where the regular world no longer makes sense, this is so true for the world. Eventually you will begin to feel new meaning in life, to see the sense in things with new eyes, and to make the appropriate changes to reflect your new life. This could also be a message, may not be just for the divine feminine, it's probably for the divine masculine and for all of us on a particular level. This is the transformation taking place for you now. You are coming out of a life-changing period and bringing the wisdom from the period into your new life. I get so excited when I'm reading and I jump ahead like Mercury does. This takes time, bravery, and exploration. A new you has been born, and you must now give your new self and your new life the love and nurturing it needs to grow into its full potential. And of course, this is the fool's journey. Remember that Aries is the seed, Taurus is the earth that the seed is planted in, and the Gemini season ahead of us is where we've got the sprouting of that seed. So yes, there is a sprouting, there is a blooming, there is a rebirth that's going on as we are integrating the lessons of the past. And remember, Venus squaring over to Pluto. Pluto is the integration of those difficult lessons. Remember, Pluto is self-empowerment. We all hold Pluto within us. Those riches come from within. And then we can manifest without, because Pluto does speak to riches, it speaks to dynamism, and it speaks to power. All right, my dear friends, I think that there are messages for today. I'd love to hear any news from you, anything you'd like to communicate to our community. Tomorrow is the Twin Flame Soulmate reading. I will be back, all being well, of course. Thank you so much, my dear friends, for your love always. What can I say? I love connecting with you. I love reading for you, but as many of you know, I've been really busy and trying to catch up. I've got a lot on my plate, as I'm sure most of you do at this time. So we need to many times sort of take a step back and possibly also try and look at the other person's point of view or perspective, see what's going on for them through their eyes. So cut the others a little bit of slack. I know it's very hard. We're sort of draining on that our patience. We're digging deep at the bottom of the barrel, I feel, but the abundance and the promise is just ahead of us. So love can be found always within us. And also without us, a smile is enough. A smile towards another person is enough. Because if they're looking at you either through angry eyes, either through frustration, a smile may make them think. And thinking and seeing is a reflection, right? So what we give out is what returns to us. We give anger, receive anger. We give frustration, we're going to receive frustration. We give a smile, we give a hello, how are you? And show a bit of care. That also comes back to us. All right, so I know it's Aries season. It's all about I, me, my, but we have to integrate the Libra axis as well, which is us. So let's not be just in the Aries energy. We need to take the middle ground. Not black, white, but grey. That's the Virgo attitude. Love and light to all of you, my friends. I'm wishing you well, and I will be back tomorrow. Talk to you soon.